Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm Samantha here, your host, and today is our last show, and I'm actually really upset. But I have really good news for you. We have two very special guests today, and I'm excited for our extremely special intermission guest. So you have to wait to find out who it is. But I'm alone today. So for our first segment, of course, we're going to be doing our last do's and don'ts segment. And I started this show with an idea of teaching people about the industry, about set etiquette, and about what it takes to be an actor. And I'm I'm really upset that it's over, but we are having a second season. We're taking about a month off, and our next show will be at the beginning of May. So I'm really excited to say that we do have a second season, and I'm excited for you to see it all. So we're officially going to start do's and don'ts. I don't want to start it yet, but we're going to be talking about getting into it. I know we kind of covered this at the very beginning of the show, but I want to go and cover it again about how to start. So how I started is I had a passion. I wanted to do it, and if you really feel like you want to do this, go for it. Follow your dreams. I know it's extremely cheesy, but follow your dreams. Don't wait. Get into this as soon as possible as you can. If you want to do it and you know you want to do it, do it. Find an agent. Here in Dallas, I know there's a ton of agents, and just submit yourself, submit your headshot, submit your resume. And if you don't get an agent on the first try, maybe either that agent just isn't for you, or you need to keep working on your resume. Because that's what I did, is I built up a resume first with, extra work, doing indie films, free indie films, doesn't pay anything, but it builds your resume. And the bigger your resume, the more you have on it, the more agents that'll look at you. So I recommend doing that first. And, there are ton of agents, and just submit yourself. Don't be scared to just submit, because you have a choice. They can say, yes, we want you, and you can say, I don't think this is for me. Be really respectful about it and just go to a different agency. Submit to as many as you can. Start with headshots. You need headshots every 6 months, just to go over that again. If you dye your hair, get new headshots. If all of a sudden your eye color changes, get some new headshots. So headshots are really important. I'm about to get some new headshots because it's been a while since I've gotten headshots. So for headshots, wear something makes you look good, makes you feel comfortable. Colors that aren't too bold, not too flashy. No red, no white, no black. Something that complements your skin tone, your eye color, your hair color. So if you say, I look really washed out in hot pink, probably shouldn't wear hot pink. I don't look in hot pink, so that's from experience. Not good. Yes. And for the parents watching, I know there's not just kids on here, because I looked at, the ages that are watching. If your kids are wanting to get into it, great. I say start as early as you can, as soon as they're starting to walk. If they show interest in music or dancing or acting, put them in it. Do it. Our secret intermission guest that you'll see later, I'm starting her extremely early. She's not mine, of course, but putting her into it. So if you have a small child that wants to do it, I recommend getting an agent, seeing how they like it. Do it. Get into it. For personal experience, I started pretty early in the game, but the earlier you can get into it and the more you can do, because you get older and you get to an awkward age that there's really nothing for you, because they always cast older for younger. You look younger, you get casted more often for older role or for younger roles if you're older. I'm kind of in that stage where there's really not much, but go for it. I really truly believe that anybody that has a passion for this can do it. If this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, do it. If you want to go to school for this, do it. I recommend acting classes. I don't think that you have to go to them like every single day, religiously do it every day. But, once a week, once every 2 weeks, go to an acting class, switch up coaches. I believe that it makes you a much better actor or actress in my case. But if you're wanting to go to college for this, go for it, do it. I started this show with the intention of giving people courage and, really promoting what they want to do. And if this is what you want to do, I have 100% support for you, because I was really lucky to have parents that helped me through everything and helped me be in this industry. But I know some people don't have that. So if you want to do this, do it yourself. Go for it. But there are some things that I want to talk about right before we go. I know there's some controversy behind it, but stage parents watching this, it looks better on your child if you just let them do it. For me as a director, that's one of the worst things you can do, is take over and do what you want to do with your kid and live vicariously through them. So if they don't want to do it, don't push them, but let them go at their own pace, because stage parents are not good, not cool for a director, producer, anybody on set. I've met way too many people my age with stage parents that nobody will work with them, refuses to work with them. I'm lucky enough not to have a stage mom or a stage dad, so that's good. But what I'm trying to say here is, go for it. This is my last show, and I really want everybody who's been watching this religiously and really supporting me, that I support you. You have one person that really supports you in what you love, and I 100% say go for it. Acting is not easy. Directing is not easy. But if it's what you want to do, go 100%, go all in, and put your whole heart and soul into it. And I bet that you will make it. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional, but I really believe in all of you, and I will see you with my next guest after I work myself down, with my next guest for our interview. So I will see you after this short break. Thank you, guys.
I wake up sometimes and I feel suffocated. I'm just so scared and so helpless.
Okay.
I'm looking for your husband, Max. Do you know where he is?
I'm sorry, I cannot help you.
A little token to remember us. Okay, now turn around and let us see how it looks.
And if it involves a murder,
Then let it.
and much beyond a murder.
Господи, вы живы. Вы живы. Помогите, пожалуйста. Fine. You get one more chance.
I promise.
We shall see.
Get back! I said everybody get back now!
I'll show myself out.
Hold up. It's like $10,000 in here. What's this? So where did it come from? I don't want to know.
You know me. You know me. I need you to trust me on this, all right?
I think I killed this old man today.
Is still your father in here?
That is not my father. If they would have known what kind of man they had on that bed, they would have let him die.
Oh, Sandra! Oh, Sandra, I'm so sorry.
God!
think I'm serious about telling everyone about you and Silk, the new suits, the watches.
Proverb 13:22. Then all the wealth of the sinners will be stored up for the righteous.
Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and this is my next guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Mila McCoy.
So what do you do, Mila?
Well, I'm an actress. I'm a Russian actress in Dallas, Texas.
Ooh.
And I'm also a mom. I probably mom first, and then I'm an actress. That's
Mom first. All right. So we have I have a couple questions for you to answer. So as you already said, you were born and grew up in Russia, right?
Yes.
And you decided to move here after college. So how did you decide to do that and move away from everything you know, your family?
Oh boy. Well, the tricky part is I didn't plan to move in first. What happened is my St. Petersburg University and the University of Oklahoma, they had exchange program. So at 17, I decided I'm not going to be an actress. So I didn't have connections. Honestly, I didn't have much self-esteem either to be an actress, to go somewhere in Moscow, St. Petersburg, Anyway, I did go to St. Petersburg, but I went for public relations. So I came to Oklahoma as an exchange student, and then I ended up coming back. And it was tough. It was really tough. You think it's just a language, but it's a whole culture. People are different.
Yeah,
and I always thought like Americans and Russians, we kind of alike. And we are not. We're so different. But it's fun. 13 years here. I'm thinking I'm finally, once I figure out the accent, I think I can really pretend I'm an American. We'll see what happens.
That's impressive. And you already said that you were acting at a very early age and then you stopped doing it.
Yes, when I was around 5, I pretty much signed myself up. We lived in a very tiny place. It was a temporary living. We lived actually like in trailers type.
Wow.
My dad, when I was about 1 year old, he moved to North. I was born in Chelyabinsk region in Siemens, pretty small town. But it was a bad opportunity for my family. So my mom stayed with 3 kids.
Wow.
I was 1, my sister was around 5, and my brother was around 9. He was my babysitter. And he was amazing. But, I can't imagine how tough it was. Even my mom had family there. My dad was north. They did travel. It's like 2 days by train on one side. So they traveled and visited each other. My mom went there several times. She really liked it there because, it was in 1980s. And it wasn't much, not much food. We had some stuff in stores. It wasn't as bad as 90s. But when my mom came to North, she was amazed at how the choices of, it was different breads and sauce. It was just so much, such a strong contrast. So we moved there, and so we lived in this temporary living. Plan was go there, make money, come back. And we never came back. It's just like me in America. But, we had in the middle of our little town, we had this little club. And it was movies there, and it was different gatherings, and also was some classes, acting classes. I just walked there. It was fun. Yeah, I loved it. But yeah, at 17, I continued that, doing just local plays and just whatever. We did different shows for kids. It was fun. Most of the time I was a witch. I love the witches. It's my favorite. But at 17 I just made a choice, I want something stable, I still want something stable, but I feel like once you figure out you're an actor, it doesn't matter how much you try to escape it. It'll slide back. It doesn't matter if 60 or 16.
And now you have over 27 acting credits on IMDb.
I do.
You do producing too, right?
I did produce. It was actually by an accident. What happened is I asked a friend of mine. We came across a really cool scene. And a friend of mine said, yeah, I'll film it. And we're like, yeah, let's film it. Well, what if we'll bring this really cool actor also? Oh, yeah, we'll add some layers. Well, what if and that slowly got from some demo reel stuff, it built into a short film. And I ended up doing makeup, like pretty much my hair. The other guy was bald, so it was easy. Wardrobe, and we ended up with some neat short film. It was an experience, I can tell you that. I've learned magic of editing. I didn't edit myself. The DP and the director was doing that. But I could be next to him, and we were trying to figure out, okay, what's the best to put together. And it's amazing. That was a great experience for an actress.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, anybody who can dabble in the behind the scenes, I feel like makes it such a better actress.
Yeah. But you know, it's amazing. In editing, you can kill good acting. You can make somebody actually look really good. I mean, you have to give the editor something.
Yeah.
But it's interesting how, as an actor, you're so worried about your part. You want to nail it. Of course, that's great with such a perfectionist. But it's such a, puzzle. And also, there's so many things involved. So many things has to be right.
Yeah.
Sound and, obviously, footage. Actors should do it. But there's so many other important components. And sometimes actors don't know about that. That is why it's so great to be forced into producing sometimes.
Because you get to see a completely different realm. The first time I ever stepped behind the scenes, I was like, whoa. Whoa.
No one told me about that.
So before you came on, we played the trailer for a short film you did called A Heart That Forgives.
Oh, yes.
And you played Dr. Freeman.
I played a doctor. I didn't kill anyone. I saved a life.
Whoa. Yay. So how did you get involved with that project?
I just went to audition, and they decided to give me the role. I'm so thankful. Yeah,
wow.
That was a fun project.
Can you tell us what it's about?
Well, it's a story about different people, who struggles and trying to figure out their ways. I had a really small supporting part there. My role was just to save this, one of the main characters. And my another dear friend, Raymond King, was another doctor, and he was saving another main character. But it's pretty much about people figure out. It's a faith-based film.
Okay, yeah.
So it is based on, believe in God and have the strength and believe what you should do, what you're supposed to do. It's a really neat film. I have quite a few friends there, so you have to watch it.
We'll have to watch it.
It's really cool.
The title is
really
A Heart That Forgives. If you missed that,
and
so
of course it's about learning about forgiveness.
Wow,
It's so
yeah.
hard sometimes for us to do.
So I have kind of a question for you. For somebody that's wanting to get into acting and television, would you recommend them go to like an acting school or just jump in and do it themselves?
That's a tough one. I think I really, it's like for me if go back, I would love to go to college. I feel like that's a privilege when you're really young and you have that time, you get a degree anyway. So you can get in something you really love. When I was coming back to acting, I was considering to get into OU, but they asked me actually to do all these other courses I didn't need. I already had Bachelor in Public Relations. So I thought, okay, I already have 2 jobs. I can spend that money, get another one, and go and do all these classes I don't need, I already had, just to get acting. Or I can go directly to, and get into acting classes, like studios or casting directors. That's what I did, and I started in Oklahoma, and it's amazing acting community there.
Yeah,
great casting directors, great opportunities to learn and to audition. And then I moved here after about 7 years in Oklahoma. I moved in Dallas, and it's much bigger market for me with my Russian accent, and but I feel like. I personally, I think maybe when I'm like 90, I want to graduate. It's fun. It's fun to get together and get in projects, but you still can do it without getting really degree. At the same time, you have to figure out what you want to do. At 18, I feel like sometimes if you're really talented and you took all the right classes and you have the right energy, you can go to LA. You probably have a bigger chance to break into the industry. You get a good manager and hopefully agent. When you older, it's much harder. Even when you're very, very talented, and have a strong resume.
Yeah.
I know people struggle to find agencies with very good resumes, very strong, like with TV shows. And so, I don't know. I personally think you should have a bachelor degree just for yourself, for education. Yeah. But you see people doing wonderful careers without having that.
For sure, yeah.
So I feel like you have to listen.
It depends on the person.
In person, yes.
Yeah.
But when I'm 90, I'm gonna, I'm gonna.
It's
graduate.
gonna happen one day.
Yes, one day.
So what projects do you have coming up that we might not know about?
Ooh. Well, let's see. What can I talk about? Let's start with that. I just got it. 2017 was so kind to me. 2016 was experience. I call it an experience. Lots of great things happened last year, but this year I worked quite on a few projects. I did something in February I'm so proud of. It's a short film. These folks wrote a really amazing feature, big script, full script, but they decided to produce a short film. Usually do that to raise some money, something bigger, and they did an outstanding job. They went an extra mile to make it SAG. They made sure people got paid, fed. Everything was so right on set. I had a really cool role. I was a bad guy. I love being bad guys. I like to be doctors too. And but I had my own bodyguard. I had my own bad guys with big guns. And I think it was about 4-day production for the whole short film. I was 2 days there, and it was hard to leave because it's just everybody was so nice, and everybody knew what they were doing and loved what they do. And the script was so cool and funny. And I don't do funny stuff. I usually, Russians, somehow Russians are not, don't get much cast in funny stuff. But I cannot say much about it.
So sad.
I got a note for like a couple of days ago, from a director who said it's almost done. They just moved it in, for music, a sound, and soon I will be able to share.
All right,
But
yeah.
yes.
So, where are you on social media? Can we find you so we can hear more about this film?
Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Who else on Facebook?
Everyone, everybody.
I'm on everywhere except Twitter. I'm trying to figure out Twitter. One day I will, probably by 90 when I graduate.
Awesome. So yeah, that's all the questions I've got for you. But thank you for being on my show.
Thank you for inviting
And
me.
I'm really glad that you got to be on the last one.
Oh yes, Russians,
Awesome.
we like that.
Ooh. Yeah, so thank you so much. And I really am looking forward to seeing that film you're talking about.
Thank you.
Can't
I'll
talk
make sure
about
to
it yet,
share.
but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, it's a secret.
It's a secret. Shh. So for y'all guys, my next segment is a really exciting segment, a really special segment, and I hope you enjoy it. But you gotta wait because it's a secret. Shh. So thank you, Mila, for being on my show.
Thank you so much, Samantha.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
meet you.
Perfect. Awesome. So we will see you after a quick break with my next segment.
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and this is my niece Scarlett. She is our time filler at the beginning of every show, almost every show. Can you say hi? And actually, how this correlates to this segment is that we're starting to get her into acting and modeling, right, Scarlett? Hi. Yep. So I'm telling you, it's really not too early to get them into modeling. So she's starting. She's 6 months old. She's got such a big personality. And I thought you would really enjoy her. She's having fun. Don't touch the mic. No. She's interested in y'all guys. So, as I was saying at the beginning, it's really not too early to get them into acting and modeling. They've got a big personality. Do it, right? So, this is Scarlett, and I'm glad you guys got to meet her. She lives in North Carolina, but if you ever need a baby, I got one. I'll hand her off to her mother. Say bye-bye. 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 Here you go. So, I guess while we're here, I will go ahead and introduce our next guest. We're going to take a short break before he comes on. But next segment is our music segment, and his name is Scott Sean White. He's a country singer that lives here in Dallas. And I'm really excited for you to hear his song. So we will take a short break while we get him in here, and then we'll start with his first song. Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and for our next segment, it's going to be our musical segment, like I said, with Scott Sean White. So here he is, going to introduce his first song.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. One big light bulb hanging from the rafters. Smell of motor oil, sawdust and sweat. Hot rod engines, hammers and wrenches. Old spare parts, and spare time well spent. But it's 6 o'clock, and not a minute after, the supper's ready, call, come through the back door screen. Baby's crying, the sizzle of something frying, and Grandma's china if we had some company. From Dad's garage to Mama's kitchen, might have been just a couple steps apart. You couldn't find two worlds more different than that short walk across the yard. But between carburetors and patent rows, broken hearts and fishing poles, there was always something needed fixing. In Dad's garage and Mama's kitchen, and just an old pine workbench, an old oak dinner table, where we talk pickups, pot roast, politics, and Jesus. Most of our problems back then we could solve them with some grit, a little grace, and a lot of grease. From Dad's garage to Mama's kitchen, might have been just a couple steps apart. You couldn't find two worlds more different than that short walk across the yard. But between carburetors and casseroles, broken hearts and fishing poles, there was always something needed fixing. In Dad's garage and Mama's kitchen, between carburetors and casseroles, broken hearts and fishing poles, there was always something needed fixing. And there was always someone there to listen, to pass the 5/8 and pass the chicken. In Dad's garage and Mama's kitchen, in Dad's garage and Mama's kitchen.
That was really, really good. Thanks. So we are going to have an interview segment now. So I'm not sure if we want to cut to break and do that, or okay, we're going to cut to break and then we'll come back for our interview segment. So I'll see you in just a little bit.
This Slate Me music segment is brought to you by the multi-Grammy award-winning Blue Cat Studios, located in the King William District of San Antonio, and by Hohner Instruments, a music tradition since 1857, and by H. Jimenez Guitars, tradition with innovation.
Welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host, Samantha here, and this is my guest, Scott Sean White. So do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yes, I am Scott Sean White, just like she said.
Wow, right. So what do you do, Scott?
Well, today I'm here because I'm a singer-songwriter.
Whoa.
But I play in a band called Professor D for a living.
Whoa, that's cool.
This is kind of my hobby.
It's just a hobby.
I'm not paying the bills with this yet, so that's why it's a hobby.
All right, yeah. So, how long have you been doing music?
For over 30 years. Been doing it for all or most of my living for 30 years.
That's crazy. That's
it is
a lot longer than I've been on this planet.
It's a blessing. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you said you have a band, right?
Yeah, it's a big cover band, party band.
Do you have any EPs or albums or anything?
Well, that band doesn't do any originals anymore.
Okay.
We play weddings and corporate events and
okay,
clubs
cool, yeah,
and stuff.
Awesome.
But this thing that I do is all original, and I go back and forth to Nashville once or twice a month, and I've been doing that for 13 years.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a staff writer there for a little bit, and I go back up Sunday, as a matter of fact. I was just there last week.
Congratulations. So. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you wrote that song, which is Dad's Garage and Mama's Kitchen?
Yeah, I wrote it with a friend of mine, actually here in Dallas, named Helene Cronin.
That's cool, yeah. So
she's great.
Do you have any music of your own out yet?
Well, I've recorded a bunch of songs. I don't, I prefer to call myself a songwriter singer because I'm not trying to be an artist. I'm trying to write songs and hope that Tim McGraw or somebody like that
That's
records
cool, yeah.
Dad's Garage and Mama's Kitchen. I'm past the age of trying to be an artist. So.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you can still make a whole lot of money if that's what you like to
Yeah,
do. Yeah, that's cool.
You can make a living at it if you have a hit or two.
Yeah, so have you ever like sold a song to somebody that we know of?
The closest person to somebody you would know would be Gary Chapman.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, and he recorded 3 of my songs on his last gospel record, which
That's cool.
was cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
I made tens of dollars on that. It was awesome.
Tens of dollars. Wow.
I love you, Gary. If you watch this, you know I love you.
That's cool. Yeah. So, where can we find you at?
Well, probably the best place is on Facebook. My fan page or music page, whatever they call that, it's facebook.com/Scott Sean White Songs.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And then I'm on Instagram, Scott Sean White, and Twitter, and then I have a website, but it's kind of new.
Okay.
I mean, it's all there, but
yeah,
for content and following me, and if you like to follow a songwriter kind of behind the scenes, when I go to Nashville, I post a lot of stuff.
Okay, yeah, cool.
My songwriting sessions and demo sessions and recording sessions, and it's pretty cool.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me ask you a couple of questions. So you're going to sing another song, right?
Yep.
You want to tell us a little bit about that one before we hear it?
Yeah, it's a song called Crazy But True. I wrote it with a young lady in Nashville that I write with a lot named Terry Jo Box, and an artist, a kid named Daniel Epperson, who's unbelievable. And but it's actually a song too that took about 5 or 6 months to write.
Wow.
We got together once a month for 5 or 6 months on my trips to Nashville and worked on it, and it came out. We're very proud of it. So
yeah, congratulations. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, since I won't talk to you on the show afterwards. I mean, I'll talk to you after the show ends, but thank you so much for coming and singing on my show. I know it was kind of last minute, but thank you so much, and I really enjoy your song, so I wish you the best of luck.
Appreciate you.
All right, so next song. Here we go.
This Slate Me music segment is brought to you by the multi-Grammy award-winning Blue Cat Studios, located in the King William District of San Antonio, and by Hohner Instruments, a music tradition since 1857, and by H. Jimenez Guitars, tradition with innovation.
You can take a man and put him on the top of a rocket, shoot him to the moon, and get him back home. You can take a couple 100,000 pounds of steel and make it fly or make it float. The sky ain't really there and it ain't blue, crazy but true. Clouds turn into rain, turn into clouds, turn into rain, fills fills up the ocean, fills our eyes, and rolls down our face. The moon flies round the earth, flies round the sun, just far enough, just close enough to feel it shining, shining down on us. And I get to wake up every day next to you. Crazy but true. There's 1,025,109 words out there, but when I look at you, I can't think of one. 7 billion hearts out there beating in the dark. You walked into mine and turned the light on. You don't find love, it finds you. Crazy but true. Clouds turn into rain, turn into clouds, turn into rain. Fills up the ocean, fills our eyes, and rolls down our face. The moon flies round the earth, flies round the sun, just far enough, just close enough to feel it shining, shining down on us. And I get to wake up every day next to you. Crazy but true. Clouds turn into rain, turn into clouds, turn into rain. Fills up the ocean, fills our eyes, and rolls down our face. The moon flies round the earth, flies round the sun, just far enough, just close enough to feel it shining, shining down on us. And I get to wake up every day next to you. Crazy but true. And I don't know why you love me, but you do. Crazy but true.
Hey guys, welcome back to Slate Me. I'm your host Samantha here, and we have come to the end of our last show, and I'm really upset. But good news is that, as you've heard from me every episode before this, is that we're giving away this HMNS guitar. And today is the last code word, and I believe it is Madison. So yes, it is Madison. I just got nods. So we're good. So if you submit all 7 codes into slatemetv@gmail.com in order, you will get entered and to win this particular guitar. This guitar is seen a lot. It has lots of signatures on it now. So we will find out who will win this guitar, and we will announce it on the very first episode of season 2. So I'm really excited about that. And as I said, the code word for today is Madison. So go and submit and get entered in to win this guitar. So we'll sit here and talk for a second before I go. I'm really upset about this being the last show. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed this, because I know I had a lot of fun talking about what I think that you should know about the industry. So I really hope you all take information and put it out into the industry and put yourself out there, because that's what I'm here to do, is inspire you to follow your dreams. So follow your dreams. And I really hope that you enjoyed, like I've said a million times. So I hate to see you go. You probably are tired of seeing me, but no, I love each and every one of you, and I will see you next season. Bye for the last time. Bye, guys.